Hi Alan, Phil Beever here. Just want to recap on our lesson this evening. So I think you swing it pretty good. Quite impressed with a lot of things. We can see here that club sets what I call too late, but I haven't touched that today. If we just look at Adam Scott as he takes the club away, you'll see he keeps the club head more in front of his body. So you can see his club head is to the right of his body, where yours is to the left. Okay, that will just affect your pitching and your three-quarter shots, but we're leaving that alone at the moment. Top of the swing's quite tidy. You know, if we look at that, it's not bad. Left arm's good, right elbow's good. Adams is in the same sort of position as yours, just his club head is what we call a little bit more laid off, and he probably has a slightly fuller swing. If we run through it now, this is a fantastic move here. Great shallow in there. So the shaft now is cutting through the top part of your right forearm, and your left arm there is parallel with your feet. If we look at Adams again, same sort of thing. You can see that there. Left arm, if I just bring that on a bit more, left arm is parallel with his feet on the floor, and club cuts through his right forearm. So you two are exactly the same there. So that's why I said your downswing is very, very solid. This is where things start to go a little bit wrong. If we look at your lower half, i.e. your legs coming in, there's no real rotation. So we're very, very stuck coming into the ball there. And we can see, I can't really see hardly any, well, I can't see any rotation. If we look at Adams as he starts down, look at his trouser pocket here. You know, you're going to see that's turning, that's really turning onto the ball. And when he comes in there, he's not one for the massive clearance, but he's definitely opened up. So what I'm trying to look for is his hips are pointing that way, where your hips are still pointing at a dress ala. And this is the problem, that from there you've got to create room. Unfortunately, you dip. You know, your legs bend, dip. Your arms, unfortunately, travel away. And this is why when we have a look here, we can see the club shaft is cutting, one, through the wrong angle, and two, at the wrong place. If we look at Adam, because he's rotating, his arms can only swing to the left of him. And we can see there his club comes out at 45 degrees, but in a very different position, i.e. underneath the left armpit, but it is at 45 degrees to the left, where yours is almost vertical and your angle is pointing to the right. So to fix that, all we need to do is actually just rotate the hips. And you try, I mean you do try there, and then you stop, flick, 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 all the way to here. I mean, your hips are still pointing that way, where we look at Adams, I mean, they're fully down the target line. So that's all you really need to work on for me, Alan. It was just trying to turn the legs. Had we do it, we did some small swings, build it up, little tiny swings to here, and then just power through. And even when you haven't made a good swing, just get this body and this, you know, get that foot all the way around here, like Adams on the TV on the right. And let's get that pelvis pointing straight down the target line. Like I said, even if you hit a bad one, just rehearse getting in that position for me. That'll make a big difference. If you're struggling, I didn't tell you, but I told Colin, as you saw, you can just slide this left foot back a little bit, and that'll just open you out a little bit. But I don't think you need to do that, Alan. I think you can get there quite comfortably on your own and just get that working for him. And you'll see the arms are finished more left. And give it commitment. You need to start giving it a whack.